There is a formula for success. In fact, if you look at the most successful leaders of all time, you'll always find that they have a formula that they all follow. Now the challenge is this: you can go to the best business schools in the world, you can spend time at Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard or Yale, and you'll get an excellent education, but you will not teach you this formula. Once you understand it, it will forever change how you learn to understand yourself and others, and how you listen and communicate with your people. When you look at what drives a person's success in business or life, it's always predicated on their ability to consistently deliver the kind of results to achieve goals they've set for themselves. If an individual can consistently get the results that they want to achieve their goals in life, then they deem themselves successful. What causes a man or woman to be able to achieve the results that they want consistently? Well, if you remember our educational past, we've learned that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. What causes an individual to get the desired result comes down to the actions that they take and the skill sets that they have learned to master. If an individual consistently takes the right actions, coupled with the right skill sets, then by the laws of cause and effect, they can achieve their desired results. If an individual takes the wrong actions, or mixed actions, or having mixed skills, then they have yet to really learn all the skills that they need to develop a complete game. If someone is constantly taking those mixed actions with mixed skills, again by the laws of cause and effect, their outcomes will be mediocre. Now, we all know people who consistently take the right actions coupled with the right skill sets, and they are the ones that are achieving the most significant or best results in business or in their lives. We also know people who day in, day out take mixed actions. Sometimes they've learned mixed skill sets. They haven't actually mastered all of the aspects of the role. So we know people who fall into both camps, but the real question is why that happens. Why is it that some people will consistently take the right actions, some people will learn the skill sets that align with the role they've developed, they start to build that complete game, yet others just, they don't do it? Well, we have to step back. When you really study what's important and what causes this, what you'll find is there's always one thing that drives a man or woman to take certain actions or avoid specific actions. There's always one thing that causes a man or woman to embrace certain skill sets or avoid certain skill sets. You see, it always comes down to the dominant thoughts and beliefs that resonate within their mind. Our dominant thoughts and beliefs always drive the actions that we take, thus the results that we will get in life. But here's the exciting thing for most people as they're making their journey through life: if they step back and ask themselves, well, if I'm not getting the kind of results I want, what do most people typically try to effect in the process of getting better results? Yeah, they try to change their actions. They don't change their dominant thoughts and beliefs. So they first try to change their actions first, and they've still got this thing going on in their head. So for most people, what they typically do first is they try to change the actions that they take. So let me give you an example of this. So a gentleman goes to the doctor's office. He's going for a physical. So he sits down with the doctor, and after he has the physical, the doctor looks at him and he says, well, Henry, you're coughing up your guts and you're hacking all the time and you're having all these breathing problems, and you've been smoking for 25 years now, Henry. The doctor says, Henry, it's beginning to catch up with you. If you don't stop smoking and give up those cigarettes, you are a prime candidate for lung cancer. more likely it's going to be the end of you. So, what do you think Henry does? What does Henry do? Henry walks out of the doctor's office, he gets the packet of cigarettes, and he's full of fear, and he throws the packet of cigarettes and wads them up and throws them into the bin outside the doctor's office and says, "That's it, I'm giving up smoking. I'm not going to be smoking anymore, and I'm going to get my health back. That's it, I've done it." Now, meanwhile, he still has all these dominant thoughts and beliefs running around his mind. They're saying things like, smoking relaxes me, smoking helps me deal with stress, maybe smoking keeps me from overeating and putting on weight, smoking this and smoking that, right? So here's the thing. I don't care how hard Henry tries to force himself to take different actions. When he's got those kind of dominant thoughts and beliefs running around his head, he will always lead him back to having a cigarette in his hand. Now, the statistics are this. 97% of all people who try to quit smoking every year will end up with a cigarette in their hand. 93% of people who go on a diet every year will end up falling off the diet plan and gaining all the weight back. Why? Because they're trying to affect change at the action level, not the thoughts and beliefs level. It simply just doesn't work. So let me ask you, what has this got to do with us? As we're sitting here today talking about management and leadership over the last few weeks, what's this got to do with us? Well, it's got everything to do with us, because if you look at what great managers do, managers focus on the action level. Managers try to influence us at the action level. Managers tell us what to do. Conversely, however, what great leaders do is they focus on the thoughts and beliefs level. Great leaders ask great questions of us to influence what we think of ourselves and of others. Great leaders ask us, they involve us and allow us to think. They change what we thought about ourselves. They focus on this dominant thoughts and beliefs level. Remember, it's our thoughts that create our actions. Yeah? Listen, as sure as I'm standing here talking to you today, I guarantee you that if you were to go back and look at the people who have had the most significant impact in your along that lifetime, I can assure you the people who had that influence throughout your life or career, who changed the way you thought about yourself, how you think about yourself, they influenced your dominant thoughts and beliefs. They, have probably seen something in you that you never even seen in yourself. They shifted your thoughts and beliefs, and you changed your actions and thus got better results, because that's what great leaders do. Now that is your formula for success right there. Your thoughts and beliefs drive your actions, and your actions dictate your results. It's all cause and effect. Thoughts and beliefs drive our actions dictate our results. If we want change, we need to first believe we're capable of the results. We then need to take the right actions. Actions create our results.